Bismillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi yassir wa la tu'assir wa tammim bil khair. Ad-darsu rabi' ashara, lesson number 14. So inshallah we will continue with the exercises. We will start from exercise number 3, which is Iqra ma yali. So Irfan, can you please explain this here, Iqra ma yali? So what is Iqra and why do we read it as Iqra ma yali? Why not Uqra or Aqra?
Iqra is Fi'lul Amr, sir.
This is Fi'lul Amr. Okay, excellent.
Qara yaqra'u.
Qara yaqra'u. We can see here that the second root letter has fatha.
So we will use kasra with hamzatul wasl.
We will use kasra with hamzatul wasl to make Fi'lul Amr. To make a command. Okay, yes. Iqra. And why do we stop?
This is mandatory for Fi'lul Amr. The last letter should be sakin.
Has to be sakin. Excellent. Yes. So we have to stop because the last letter has to be sakin. Has to be majzoom as well, we can say. So it's majzoom. So Iqra ma yali. Learn the information or read the following. Okay, so here they have explained the procedure like I explained it to you earlier. For example, anta taktubu. Taktubu is the mudari form of anta, that is the second person. And then taktubu, and what we have to do, we have to make the last letter sakin, and we have to drop alamatul mudari. So it has become kaktubu, kaktub, in fact. It's not readable, so what we have to do now, we have to add hamzatul wasl, and hamzatul wasl will take dhamma if the second letter has dhamma here. So that's why it is uktub. Uktub. Similarly, anta tadkhul, and the same rule we follow here. Tadkhulu, and then it's not readable, so that's why we will read it as udkhul. Udkhul, you get in or get in. Okay, now we have, for example, number 1. Ukhruj min al-fasli ya Bashiru. Get out of the class or leave the class, O Bashir. So ukhruj is basically takhruju, and from takhruju it has become ukhruj min al-fasli ya Bashiru. Leave the class, O Bashir. Number 2 is uktub darsaka ya Aliyu. Write your lesson, O Ali. Uktub. Why it is uktub?
This is Fi'lul Amr, sir. The first hamzatul wasl will take dhamma because second root letter has dhamma.
Okay, that's number 1. But if we don't know if the second root letter has dhamma or not, for example, you have the past kataba. If you have the past kataba, then how will you know that you have to make and you have to put dhamma? So we should know that kataba is from the family of nasara. Yeah. So nasara yansuru, kataba yaktubu. Okay, so that's why it has become uktub darsaka ya Ali. Why it is darsaka? Why dars has fatha?
After Fi'lul Amr, sir, maf'ul bihi. The
noun will be maf'ul bihi and it has to be mansub. Ya Ali, O Ali. Okay, usjud lillahi. Usjud lillahi. Prostrate to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, now why it is usjud lillahi? Why not usjudillah? Do you have any idea? Because after sajada yasjudu, after sajada yasjudu, the preposition that is used is the preposition of lam. Usjud lillahi. So it was basically Allahu, lafdul jalala. And we know that when we add lam and after that we have lam tarif, al, then that hamza gets dropped and that's why it has become lillahi. Usjud lillahi. Prostrate to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, next is unzur ila dhakal jabali. Look at that mountain. unzur. Again, this is fi'l al-amr, and as we can see here that all of them are from the family of nasara, yansuru,
Yansuru.
right? That's why all of them have dhamma in the beginning. Similarly, we have uqtul hadhihi al-hiyyata ya ammi, kill this snake, oh my uncle. So uqtul is also from qatala yaqtulu, from taqtulu we make uqtul. It has to be sakin because we are not connecting it with al, so that's why it will be read completely as uqtul. Udkhul ya hamidu, get in, O Hamid. Again, tadkhulu, and from tadkhulu we have udkhul. Ushkur rabbaka, thank your Lord. Ushkur shakar yashkuru, and then from tashkuru we make ushkur rabbaka. And sakata yaskutu, and then we have fi'l al-amr uskut ya waladu, keep quiet, O son or O boy. Uknus hadhihi al-ghurfata, sweep this room. So it was kanasa yakunusu, and from yakunusu, takunusu is for the mukhatab. And when we make fi'l al-amr, it will be uknus hadhihi al-ghurfata.
What is the meaning of uknut, sir?
To sweep, jhadu dena. Kanasa yakunusu.
अरबी में भी मुश्किल है.
Then we have the second one on the pattern of daraba yadribu. So we have the second root letter that has kasra, daraba yadribu. So we have jalasa yajlisu, jalasa yajlisu, and from yajlisu, when we talk about for the second person we say tajlisu. And the same pattern here, we have to drop we have to drop the last one has to be sakin, and then we have to drop alamat al-madari. It becomes sakin jim, and then lam has kasra and sin is sakin. So it is not readable. Again, we cannot read it. So what we have to do, we have to add hamzat al-wasl, and hamzat al-wasl will take kasra because the second root letter does not have dhamma. So if we have dhamma here, we will read it with dhamma. Otherwise, we will read it with kasra. So it is ijlis. Ijlis, use it. And similarly, we have taghsilu, you wash, anta taghsilu, and then taghsilu and ghis, and then we have sakin, it's not readable. So we have to add hamzatul wasl with kasra, ighsil. All right, so now we have examples. For example, ijlis huna ya bilalu, sit here, O Bilal, ijlis. Ighsil wajhaka bis-sabuni, wash your face with the soap. Ighsil, it was taghsilu, and from taghsilu it has become ighsil. Irji ba'da sa'atin, come back after 1 hour, or return after 1 hour. Raja'a yarji'u, and then it has become irji'. And similarly, nazala yanzilu, inzil min as-sayyarati ya akhi, get out of the car or get down from the car, oh my brother. And then qala Allah ta'ala li Musa alayhi salam, idrib bi'asaka al-hajar. Okay, so how will you translate it?
Hit with your
with your stick.
Hit the stone with your stick. Okay, idrib, Hafid al-Quran, or like anyone, if you know the rules of the tajweed. Here, ba, will we do qalqala here or not?
Will do, sir.
B has it's merging with the ba, so
It is already connected with ba, sir.
Okay.
We will not.
Yes, it's called idgham mutajanisain, yani idgham of the letters which are from the same root letter, from the same madda. So we have ba plus ba, and you see the rule is when you see there is a tashdid, so the letter that comes before it will not be pronounced. That's the simple thing. When you see tashdid, so the letter that is sakin before it will not be pronounced. For example, ash-shams. Ash-shams. So what happens? Lam is not pronounced. Similarly, it will be idrib. So ba, we will go straight away to ba. Idrib bi'asaka al-hajar. Hit or strike the stone with your stick. So there will be no qalqala here. Idrib bi'asaka al-hajar. Okay,
Sir,
this is
kalkala only on majzoom.
majzoom. It has to be harufi qalqala. How many? 6. Qaf, ta, ba, jim, dal. So if it's
What would
only
the five, sir?
if it's only idrib, then we will do qalqala.
Only on the
Idrib,
majzoom.
yeah, if it is majzoom, but it is majzoom, but however it is being merged, there is idgham. So idgham will not be, there will be no qalqala on that because it is mudgham. There is no qalqala.
Sure.
Okay, now next we have tadhabu. So what pattern is this now? So we have done nasara yansuru, daraba yadribu, and this one is fataha yaftahu, dhahaba yadhabu, right? So the Sheikh is following the ones that are most commonly used, which is Nasara Yansuru. Then the second most commonly used is Daraba Yadribu, then Fataha Yaftahu, and then Samia Yasma'u. So Anta Tadhabu, and the same pattern has been followed here. So Tadhabu, and then we make Sakin, and then we drop Alamatul Madari. And then the second root letter has Fatha. If the second root letter has Fatha or Kasra, we will always add Kasra. So it is Idhab. Idhab. Similarly, Fataha Yaftahu, we have Taftahu, and then we have Iftah, open. Iftah Kitabaka ya Ibrahimu, open your book, O Ibrahim. Kitabaka ya Ibrahimu. Ihfad Darsaka, memorize your lesson.
After,
Yes,
sir, I have a question.
yes, please.
Sir, ya Ibrahimu. After harfe nida, Ibrahimu is marfu.
Yes, always.
Last time we studied that harfe nida after you will have noun as a mansoob.
Yes, when it is Mudaf, Mudaf ilayh.
Only then.
Only then. If you have a mufrad noun or single noun, whether it is a common noun or proper noun, it will always be with dhamma. For example, ya rajulu, ya imra'atu, ya rajulu, ya bilalu, ya ibrahimu. However, after that, after ya, if we have mudaf, mudaf ilayh, then it will be mansoob. Ya rabbal alameen, ya rabbal alameen, ya abdallah. Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right. احفظ درسك, memorize your lesson. اقرأ هذا الدرس, read this lesson. اذهب إلى المسجد, go to masjid. اركب دراجتك, دراجتك, ride your bicycle. العب مع أختك يا إسماعيل, play with your sister, O Ismail. All of them are imperative forms, فعل الأمر, and there is no need to say please play with your sister. We have discussed that when it depends like who you are talking to or who the mukhatab is, and based on that it will be translated automatically with please or without please. However, in Arabic there is nothing called please play with your sister. It will be always il'ab, idhab,
Assalamu alaikum.
ihfab. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I have a question.
Yes.
This irkab darajatak. Why did we put nasb on the daraja? Is it because it's maf'ul bih?
Exactly, that's right. Yes. It is maf'ul bihi because whenever you use fail al-amr, the noun that follows it will always be mansoob. Because when you say irkab, irkab is fail and the file doer is inside it. You ride. So it's basically you ride. So you is the subject and irkab is the verb and darajataka is the object. So as you can see here, all of them here, for example, iftah kitabaka, it has fatha.
Okay.
Darsaka, fatha. Iqra hadha darsa ends with mansoob, and idhab here it's ilal masjidi because we have harf jar, so that's why it is masjidi. And irkab darajataka, ride your bicycle, and il'ab ma ukhtika, here ukhti has kasra because of ma, and we know that ma is used as, it's basically used both as a preposition and also it's used as a dharf. Ma ukhtika ya Ismailu, play with your sister, O Ismail.
Hafiza from the group of Samia, yes.
Samia Yasmau, that's right.
Same is Laiba.
Like all of them are from the group of Samia Yasmau. If you see here, if you're following the book, you can see here, if you're following the book here, if you look at the screen, we have Kasra and then we have Fatha. That means Samia Yasmau. Okay, so we are done with Nasara Yansuru. Then we have finished Daraba Yadribu, and now we have completed Samia Yasma'u. Still, we have more examples here. Ishrab ma'an baridan, drink cold water. So as we can see here, ma'an baridan is mansub because of ishrab is fi'l al-amr. And so subject and verb is already here. So ishrab ma'an baridan. Here there is no need to do qalqala because it's not, we are not reciting the Quran, so there is no need to say ishrab. However, if you want to do, that's not a problem for practice. أين مكتبك المكتب البريدي يا أخي? Where is the post office? Oh, my brother. أنا لا أدري. I don't know. أنا لا أدري. اسأل ذاك الرجل. Ask that man. اسأل. سأل يسأل. اسأل. أنا رجل غريب. I am a stranger, or I am a strange person here. أنا رجل غريب. I am a stranger. Is'al, just for the sake of information, just write it there that Sa'ala Yas'alu has two ways of making fi'l al-amr that is used in the Quran. One is Is'al and the other is Sal. Sal Bani Israel. Seen Lam, and Seen has Fatha. This is like, we can take it as an exception. So Sal is also used. So we can use is'al, and also sal is also used. All right, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so both of them are used, and both of them are okay. Irfa ra'saka, raise your head, and irfa sawtaka, raise your voice. Okay. Rafa'a, yarfa'u. Yarfa'u. So ismul fa'il will be rafi'un, and ismul maf'ul will be marfu'un. So that's why we say marfu'. So marfu' is the one that is like lifted, the one that is in the position of doer. So that's why we call it mansub. Irfa yadayk, raise your hand, and similarly, when we say raf'ul yadaini, that means raising of the hands.
Sa'ala again, sir, please.
Rafa'a yarfa'u. So, and raf'an. Rafa'a yarfa'u raf'an, that will be the complete verb of raise. When we say ismul fa'il, that will be rafi'un, the one who raises. And ismul maf'ul will be marfu'un, the one who has been raised. So when we say marfu', why we say it's marfu'? Because it's the raised one, yani it's the one who is doing something. That's why we say marfu'. Marfu' is the one who is performing some action. Raf'un is the masdar, and if you want to say raise your hands, irfa yadayk, and if you want to say raising hands, we will say raf'ul yadaini, raising hands, raf'ul yadaini, raising of hands. Okay, Irfan?
Yes, sir. I am asking about Sa'ala, sir.
Which
I
one?
was disconnected. Sa'ala.
Fa'ala,
So the two forms of making question, sal and isal.
Sa'ala,
yes,
sir.
yes,
You
yes,
said
it has
there are
two
two ways to make it.
Yeah, there one is isal and the other is sal, seen and lam, seen as fatha, sal bani Israel.
So,
It has two imperatives, okay? Next we have
okay.
قال الله تعالى في القرآن اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق. And then we have قال الله تعالى لموسى عليه السلام اذهب إلى فرعون. إلى فرعون. Fir'aun is partially flexible, non-Arabic name, so that's why it is فرعون, فرعون, فرعون. اذهب إلى فرعون. Go to Fir'aun. Now here we have وقال اذهب أنت وأخوك, and he said, go, you go, and your brother as well. Okay, now here, anta ta'kulu and fi'l al-amr is kul, and anta ta'khudhu and fi'l al-amr is khudh. Okay, now these two forms are irregular. Khilaf al-qiyas, yani they do not follow the rule of making fi'l al-amr. Okay, now I would like to show you, just give me 2 minutes, like how it happened. And there is no need to know, but if you know, it's better for your future reference. So it's basically ta'khudhu. Do you see the word file now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we have ta'khudhu, which is you take, and then what we have to do, we have to make the last harf sakin. So it has become ta'khudh. Then we know that we have to drop alamat al-mudari. So it has become, there is alif sakin, and then we have khudh, right? So alif sakin is already there. Now what we have to do, we have to add hamzatul wasl. So we have added hamzatul wasl, and hamzatul wasl takes dhamma. Why does it take dhamma?
Because of the second root.
So the second root letter has dhamma. Okay, now we know that waw and dhamma are compatible, as they say that waw is the sister of ukhtu dhamma. So that's why it's not possible to read it as ukhud. So what happened over there? Waw has been replaced. Yani alif sakina has been replaced with waw. Because alif sakin is here, we can see it is sakin. That's why waw that we have to add here will be also sakin. So now this is ukhud. So the Arabs, they said it's difficult to say ukhud. So what they did, they dropped u, and it is only used as khud. That's it. There are only 3 verb forms that are used like this in the Quran. So one is khud, and for the singular we say khud, and for the plural it will be khudhu, khudhuhu faghulluh, and then for the feminine it will be khudhi, and for the masculine feminine it will be khudna. Khud, khudhu, khudhi, and khudna. So this is irregular verb form that is used by the Arabs, and that's how it is used in the Quran. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now we have the same here, ta'kulu, and then we say ta'kul when we make it sakin, and then it is alif is sakin and it's kul, and then it's we have to add hamzatul wasl, which is hamzatul wasl with dhamma, and it's ukul, and then what happened, has been dropped, and it is read as kul. So kul means you eat, kulu, you all eat, kuli, you eat for the feminine, and kulna, you all ladies eat. Kul, so we need to be careful when we recite the Quran. We say, Qul ya ayyuhal kafirun, that is qa, and this is kaf, kul, okay? Kulu washrabu wala tasrafu, right? Kulu washrabu. So this is how it is used, kul. For the plural, it is kulu. For the singular feminine, it is kuli, and for the masculine plural, it is used as kulla. So these are 2 irregular verb forms, fi'l al-amr forms that are used in a different way. So the third one is mur, that is also used in the Quran. Wa'mur ahlaka bis-salati. Inshallah, for that one you can follow the same pattern. Amara ya'muru mur. Maybe we will find that in the following lessons, but in this lesson we have only these 2, khud and kul. Okay, so now we can go back to the lesson. So it's clear now, inshallah, right? Okay.
Yes.
So amra min al-af'al al-atiyati. Now my job is finished, and now it's time for you to make the forms of the imperative now. So we have al-madi, the past, al-mudari, the present, and al-amru, that means fi'l al-amr. Okay, so please you do it now, and I will just listen to your answers. Yes. Uqtul, excellent. So it comes with dhamma, uqtul, okay.
Zahaba yazhabu idhab.
Idhab. If you can translate, it would be great as well. It would be like, So only the form, the imperative form, it
Okay.
will be you go, right?
Ijlisu, ijlis.
Ijlis. You
You
sit.
sit.
He's sitting.
Yeah, sit. Okay. All right.
Fahima yafhamu, ifham,
If
understand.
okay.
Ifham.
حفظ يحفظ.
حافظ يحفظ احفظ.
احفظ. Okay, you memorize. Okay.
Sajada yasjudu usjud.
اسجد.
Usjud. Usjud lillah. Yes. Prostrate to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only. Yes. Raka yarkau.
ارقى.
Irka. Yes. Irka. Okay. You bend. Okay. You do ruku.
Ushkur.
Ushkur.
اشكر.
Ushkurullah. Yeah. Thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala all the time. Ushkur. Okay. Excellent.
Sami'a yasma'u isma'.
Isma. Very good. You listen. Okay.
ارفع.
Rafa
رفع
yarfa,
يرفع
irfa,
يرفع.
Irfa.
you raise.
You raise. Okay. Rafa yarfa. Irfa. Okay. Darasa yadrusu. Yes, please.
Udrus.
Udrus. You study. Excellent. Alima ya'lamu. I'lam.
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 اعلم.
Okay. Do you know? Okay. I'lam. Okay. Shariba yashrabu.
Ishrab.
Ishrab. Excellent.
You drink.
You drink. Halaqa yahliqu. To shave. Ihliq.
Ihlaq.
Ihliq. Yeah. Because it's halaqa yahliqu. So we will not change the
ضرب يضرب same group.
ضرب يضرب حلق يحلق احلق. You shave. Okay. كسر يكسر
Sir,
اكسر.
you break.
You break. Okay. غسل يغسل اغسل. You wash. Okay. طبخ يطبخ
Utbukh.
اطبخ. Yeah. Okay. So now you cook. Huh? So if you want to say it to the feminine, how will you say? Singular?
Utbukhi.
Utbukhi. That's okay. And if someone says to you, you say utbukh binafsik. Kill. Sorry, I'm saying kill. It's like cook by yourself. Okay. Qata yaqta'u.
Iqta.
Iqta. Yes.
You
Iqta.
cut.
Yes, you cut. Okay. Jama yajma'u.
Ijma.
Ijma. You collect or you gather. Okay. Abada ya'budu.
Ubud.
U'bud.
U'bud. Excellent. U'bud. You worship. Okay. Nazala yanzilu.
Inzil.
Inzil. Okay. You get down. Yes. Inzil.
Yes.
Okay. Arafa ya'rifu.
Arif.
I'rif.
Arif. Yes. You know. Arif. Okay. Akala ya'kulu.
كل.
Kul. Excellent. Okay. Fa'ala yaf'alu.
افعل.
If'al. You do. Okay. Fataha yaftahu.
افتح.
Iftah.
Iftah. Okay. Daraba yadribu.
اضرب.
Idrib.
يضرب. Okay. كتب يكتب.
اكتب.
Uktub.
اكتب. سأل يسأل.
سل.
اسأل وسل. Okay. اسأل وسل. Two. Excellent. منع يمنع.
امنع.
Imna.
امنع. ضحك يضحك.
Idhak.
اضحك.
يضحك. Okay. ركب يركب. To ride.
Irkab.
Irkab.
اركب معنا يا بني. Right. اركب معنا. Okay. اركب يركب. اركب. Okay. أخذ يأخذ.
خذ.
Khud.
خذ. Okay. Excellent. So خذ and
So what
كل.
is the meaning of dahika?
He laughed. To laugh. You laugh. ضحك يضحك. To laugh. Okay. همزة الأمر. which is a Hamza of, or imperative Hamza. Hamzatul Amri is Hamzatul Waslin. Yani Hamzatul Amr is Hamzatul Wasl. So we have learned that Hamzatul imperative Hamza is Hamzatul Wasl. فلا تكتب فوقها أو تحتها علامة الهمزة. So the sign of Hamza is not written on it or under it. This is the sign of Hamza. So we put this sign only on Alif when the Hamza is Hamzatul Qatr. If it's not Hamzatul Qatr, then we do not, or we cannot put the sign of Hamza. We have to only put Dhamma or Kasra. So Hamzatul Amri, Hamzatul Waslin. Imperative Hamza is Hamzatul Wasl. Fala tuktabu. So it's not written. What is not written? Fawqaha aw tahtaha alamatul hamzati. The sign of Hamza is not written on it or under it. So this is the sign of Hamza itself. This is Hamza. So when we write Hamzatul Wasl, we do not put it over there. We only put Dhamma or Kasra. For example, here, ta'ammal ma yali, ta'ammal. Here, Hamza, is this Hamzatul Wasl?
No.
No, it's not. If it's Hamzatul Wasl, then we will not put Hamza, the sign of Hamza over there. We will only put Fatha or Kasra or Dhamma. So that's why when you're reading Arabic, like the books of Arabic, what happens, like if there is Hamza on top of Alif or under Alif, what they do, they put Hamza over there. That's the sign of Hamza over there. So that means we don't make a mistake when we're reading it, and we have to make sure that we read it. Otherwise, there is no sign of Hamzatul Wasl is not put over there. For example, here, iltaqa'u sakinain. This rule, we have to learn this one. Iltaqa'u sakinain, meeting of two sakins, and when two sakins come together. Now we can see here that this Alif does not have anything on it. So that means this is Hamzatul Wasl. This is Hamzatul Wasl. Okay, now what they want to tell us, when two sakins meet, what we do, we connect with kasra. We know that we have discussed this many times. For example, uktub ad-darsa, ba is sakin, but when we connect it with al, then we will connect it with kasra. So we say uktub ad-darsa. Similarly, iqra al-Qur'ana, and when we connect al with sakin, then we connect it with kasra. So we will say iqra il-Qur'ana, read or recite the Quran. Similarly, ishrabil qahwata, drink coffee, and il'abil ana, play now. So this rule is clear, right? We have discussed about this rule many times. So there shouldn't be any problem that when we connect a sakin harf with al, then we have to connect it with kasra. Number two, uktub. But when we say Ya Hamid, now it is Ya Hamidu, and then after that we know that the Hamza of Uktub is Hamzatul Wasl. So when we connect it, we will not read it. So we will say Ya Hamiduktub, Ya Hamiduktub. Similarly, Ijlis, Udkhul, Wajlis, Udkhul, Wajlis. So we will not say Udkhul wa Ijlis. It will be Udkhul, Wajlis. And like in everyday Arabic, like everyday conversation, it's not a problem to say udkhul wa ijlis. However, in the Quran, we need to be careful and we have to follow this rule. And our target is to understand and read the Quran properly. So that's why we have to practice now, so that when we are reciting the Quran, we don't make a mistake. Ifham, qala li abi abifham. So it is abi ifham, so it will be abifham. So now Ba has kasra and it will be connected straight away to ha. So abifham, abifham, qala li abifham. My father told me, understand it. هل فهمتم جيدا؟
نعم
لا لا.
فهمنا.
I have a question.
Yes, please.
Here, Abi, there is ya of belonging.
Ya
Why did it change to?
It's ya ul mutakallim, the ya of the one who is talking.
Ya will.
Yeah, and
Okay, why did it?
sorry, like my father.
Yes. Why did it change to a beef ham? I understand it's like,
Because
are we changing are we putting, okay.
because as we can see here, ya is sakin and hamzatul wasl, we know that hamzatul wasl is connected, we don't pronounce it. So the rule is we have to connect a letter which is mutaharrik to the letter which is sakin. So mutaharrik means the one that has fatha, dhamma or kasra. So we have to connect it with a letter that is sakin. So for example, abi, ya is sakin and fa is sakin. So ba is mutaharrik. Now what we will do, we will connect ba with fa straight away. So we say abifham, abifham. So it will be written as it is ba, and right after ba we have fa, abifham. It will be read as it like this.
But it will be written in the same way as it's
Yeah, in
written
the
now.
written, of course, it has to be written
Because
like this because ya is al-ya al-mutakallim, which means my father. Qala li abi, my father said to me, if understand. But when we connect it, of course, we will always connect mutaharrik with sakin. So ba is mutaharrik and fa is sakin. So that's why we will connect it with fa, abifham. Okay, what about the hamza of abi? Is it hamzatul wasl or hamzatul qati'?
Hamzatul Qatl.
Qati'. Yeah, because it has hamza, the sign of hamza on it. And if it is hamzatul wasl, then we will say qala li bifham. Because li has kasra, so qala li bifham, so it will be like even longer. However, luckily the hamza of abi is hamzatul qati', so that's why it will be qala li abi abifham. My father told me, understand it. Okay, who is going to read the text of lesson number 6? This book is different. I found it like 2-3 days ago. I tried to send it on WhatsApp, but it's too big. So maybe I can share it on the Google Drive if you want to have it. This one is colorful and it's like much, I find it like better than the other book. So we will use this book, inshallah. Okay.
But this
yes.
has all the harakat.
It has like 50%. Yes, I would say.
Is it
50% of harakat. The blue one has 100%. This one is 50%.
also Medina book?
This is also Medina book. That's right. So I have 3 basically copies. One is the one that is blue color, which has all the vowel signs. Then this one is colorful, which has 50% of the vowel signs. And then we have the black and white, which has no vowel signs. We will definitely continue with that book, but some lessons are not transparent. It's difficult to read them. That's why we are using this one. But we will get back to that book soon, inshallah.
Okay.
اقرأ ما يلي مراعيا قواعد نطق همزة الوصل. Read the following. مراعيا means
Taking care of.
taking care of the rules of saying همزة الوصل. وقواعد نطق الحرف الساكن عندما يليه so we have to like take care of while saying al, we have to take care of the rule of iltiqa
Sakinain, that is meeting of 2 sakin letters. Okay, iqra ma yali. Yali is also mudari, and we will talk about this one. So read what follows. Murayan is hal, taking care of. Qawaida, the rules. Nutqi, okay, nataqa yantiqu. Wama yantiqu anil hawa. Yeah, so wama yantiqu anil hawa. So nataqa yantiqu. Nutq is the what do we say, masdar, okay? So qawaida nutqi hamzat al-wasli, taking care of the rules of the pronunciation of hamzat al-wasl. Nutq will be translated as pronunciation. Wa qawaida nutq al-harf sakini, and the rules of the pronunciation of the sakin or the vowelless letters. Indama yalihi al, whenever it follows al. Indama, when, yalihi follows it, whenever al follows it. So that will be the translation of this sentence. Here it's this easy translation. Read the following sentences, bearing in mind the rule about iltiqa sakinain. So the text is clear now. قواعد نطق همزة الوصل. Here قواعد is مضاف and the rest that follows is مضاف إليه. Okay, now it's a good test. Now we do not have any signs here, so please read it now.
كل واشرب.
So the first one,
Eat
mistake.
and drink.
كلوا واشربوا
واشرب.
كل
واشربوا.
واشرب. Yes, واشرب.
Yes.
This one is very confusing, and sometimes after completing 3 books, we will still keep on saying ishrib. So it is kul washrab. Shariba yashrabu. Yashrabuna min
So
kasin
كلوا
kana.
واشربوا is easier to remember.
Washrabu, that's right, yeah. Okay, so kul washrab. Okay, next one.
اقرأ الدرس وافهمه. Read the lesson and understand it.
MashaAllah. Yes. اقرأ الدرس وافهمه. Very good. Number 3. This one
اقرأ
we
واكتب.
اقرأ
اقرأ
واكتب. Yes, this one we discuss this every day. So اقرأ واكتب. Okay.
اخرج ولعب.
اخرج والعب. Yes, اخرج, go out and play. That's what we have to do with the kids these days. They don't want to go out and play because they like to play PlayStation and the game. So we have to tell them اخرج والعب. اخرج والعبوا, go out and play. Okay, number 5.
اذهب الآن وارجع بعد ثلث ساعة.
Okay, excellent.
ثلث ساعة.
اذهب الآن وارجع بعد ثلث ساعة. Excellent. So go now and come back after
15 minutes. ثلث.
no.
ثلث.
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
1:30.
Yes.
20.
Yes.
20.
Yes. We have nisfun wa thuluthun wa rub'un. So nisfun is half, thuluthun is 1/3, and rub'un is 1/4.
20.
Okay, number 6.
افتح المذياع واسمع الأخبار.
Okay, midiya'u. What is the pattern of midiya'u?
Shouldn't it be مذياع?
Yes, yeah. I'm talking about general.
Okay.
Yeah.
مفعل.
Miftahun, that's right. It's on the pattern of mif'alun. So that means this is ismul ala, right? Radio. So iftahil midya'a. So it's basically on the pattern of miftahun, ismul ala. So it comes back so that you don't forget. We have learned already miftahun, wa mirhadun, wa some other examples as well. Okay. Iftahil midya'a. Okay.
Turn on the radio and listen to the news.
Wasma'il akhbara.
واسمع الأخبار.
And listen to the news. Okay. Okay, number 7.
خذ هذه الأغيبة وافتحها. Take this bag
And open it.
and open it.
Excellent. خذ هذه الحقيبة وافتحها. And open it. Okay.
اذهب إلى المدير واسأله.
واسأله. اذهب إلى المدير واسأله. Now we see here, we have Hamza over here. That means this is Hamzatul Qati' and it has to be pronounced. Or normally the Arabs, they wouldn't, or in the text, they will not put Fatha or Dhamma over there. So we should know from the context whether we should put Dhamma or Kasra over there. Okay, number 9.
خذ الكوب واغسله. Take the
Silhu, right?
واغسله.
خذ الكوب واغسله. Take the cup and wash it. Okay, number 10.
قال الله تعالى ليحيى عليه السلام يا يحيى خذ الكتاب بقوة.
Yes. يا يحيى خذ الكتاب بقوة. Yes, بقوة. Okay, so as we can see here, خذ الكتاب. Here we have to connect it with kasra. Take this book with strength. Hold it with strength. Okay, number 11.
قال تعالى لآدم عليه السلام
Hmm?
قلنا يا آدم اسكن أنت وزوجك الجنة.
Excellent. وقال تعالى لآدم Adam alayhi salam. So this is also partially flexible. That's why it has fatha over there. لآدم alayhi salam. Adamu is on the pattern of afalu, I guess. That's why, or maybe it's non-Arabic name, but it is partially flexible. وقال تعالى لآدم عليه السلام وقلنا يا آدم اسكن. As we can see here, مسكن, سكن يسكن, اسكن. So when we connect it, we have to connect it with dhamma. يا آدم اسكن أنت وزوجك الجنة. You and your wife. So abide in Jannah, yourself and your wife. All right. So shall we continue or
Adhan ya
enough for
Ustazi.
today? I've noticed like we have decided to start the class at 7 o'clock,
Yeah.
but most of the participants like maybe you didn't get the communication, or maybe it's okay to start at 7:10, but the prayer time is getting like the days are getting shorter, so we need to start a little bit earlier. So inshallah, from next week we can even start at 6:50.
Inshallah.
Okay, inshallah.
So tomorrow, inshallah, we will continue as it is from 7 o'clock. And then, inshallah, the following week, we will hopefully start from 6:50.
Inshallah.
سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. جزاك الله خيرا.
وإياكم.